Hello, I'm Megan Scully and welcome to Energise, a brand new show that looks at sustainability in all its forms and what we can do to shape a clean energy future.
We're one of the most fossil fuel reliant economies in Northwest Europe. 80% of all the stuff that goes into our cars, our homes, our appliances is fossil fuel. Changing that takes time. But again, when you look back to Arda Crusha, they knew it was going to take time. It was an idea that invested in a future.
I said, would it be possible to set up a sustainable energy community of dairy farmers? And we have a roadmap now. It's relevant to the whole dairy industry in the country, so we can see what's the best thing to do to reduce your carbon footprint on the farm.
Football clubs exist in every single community in every country in the world. If we figure out a part of the solution in Dublin, we can spread it around the world actually quite a lot quicker.
The renewable energy capacity that is generated in Ireland at the moment actually exceeds our peak demand. Obviously, you don't always have that renewable energy capacity available when you want it to meet that peak demand. But when you can see those numbers starting to balance out and start to exceed the demand, we're on the right track.
Pure despair, we don't have the luxury of that, because despair means you do nothing and you're also a downer for everybody else around you. The difference between guilt and shame, I think, is the difference between being guilty and going, I suppose I better do something, and you've made me feel bad.
I remember my own team, we briefed our crews that afternoon to have them ready for the Friday morning, and then we just waited. And again, like that night, Thursday night, I think everybody remembers that. It's ingrained in their brain. The noise, the howling wind, the destruction. Got up the next morning and it was kind of 5:30, 5:45, turned on the computer and the screen was just red. It was lit up.
So there's 3 different sections of the blade that we look at. The super round section, and then there's the really wide flat section in the middle, and that could be used as, say, roof sections. And the tip section could be used for, say, table legs.
You need to give kids a hope that maybe some sort of science they create, or if they actually strive to make a difference, that they can have an impact on the world collectively. Like we saw that with the URT Youth Assembly on climate. There was a real kind of drive, and a lot of that is giving them the opportunity, like at things like Science Blast. They will naturally gravitate to it.
We've become a very car-dependent society. The health impacts of that, as we become more sedentary and lazy, and we end up very quickly like those awful American cities that are completely dominated by cars, where everybody has to drive to get to anywhere else.
I had to get rid of a bunch of my stuff. It was a bit of a Marie Kondo situation. It was very liberating. It felt great. Laid all my clothes out in my bed and started ordering them in which are my favourites, and then just got rid of the top 2/3 of that.
There's 900 million tonnes of textile waste going into Kenya yearly, and 450 million of them are worthless. So mainly the polyesters, the badly made garments, they'll never biodegrade.
We had 1 week where we had absolutely nothing going to any of the bins. And
that's
that's like winning the lotto. It's so hard to do because there's so many different factors.
So have a listen to Re-Energise, available on all podcast players now. And look out for our companion video series on YouTube.